Watch this, full throttle. Crank it, 3, 2, 1. Just straight up like it's nothing. Landing gear down. Oh yeah, so nice. So nice. Landing gear up, flaps up. Sweet airplane. Just fun to fly. It's very forgiving at slower speeds, and you don't get that a lot on EDFs. Just a wild ability to make me look like a better pilot. That was nice.
Wow.
Yeah. I just got done flying and maidening the brand new Habu XS. And this thing is a blast to fly. And generally, when things are fun to fly, they make it back to the channel pretty quickly. So today, we're gonna put another 6S 5000 milliamp battery in here. You can handle anywhere between a 4000 and 7000 milliamp. And this thing has a lot to love about it. I mean, check out the shocks down here. They are very forgiving when coming in even slow or fast. It has really, really great lights. We have retracts, tons of power, flies great fast and slow. And this I know from a simple maiden flight. I cannot wait to put it back in the air. We might even practice some touch and goes to really put that landing gear through its paces. So let's go. We even have flaps, check it out. Yeah. And one of my favorite features, the lights that are on the front of the wing, they actually change from flashing to solid based on whether your landing gear are up or down. And not just that, but like nav lights. So you have your solid landing lights versus your blinking different colored nav lights, red and green. Very cool. They put a lot of thought into this one. I like it a lot. Let's take off. Leave us a like, guys. Here we go. Nice and smooth like last time. Landing gear up. We'll crank it down the runway. Maintaining that throttle, though you don't need to. Right into a roll and climbing it. That's one of my favorite things about this plane, Abby. The climb.
Wow, that was crazy.
Yeah. Watch this. Jerk that elevator straight up. There we go. This will be fun. Ooh. Wonder if you just let this go straight into the ground in a soft, wet, muddy ground, how well it would lawn better.
I wonder.
They are inverted. There's your almost show pass, Abby. Your inverted show pass. I tried so hard.
You've been trying to do that for 3 years now.
Yeah. So the roll rate's just a little slow on it. I mean, you could increase the rates, I'm sure, to increase that. I like to have slightly faster roll rates. Pretty sweet. Very cool airplane. Just dominates the sky entirely. Very cool. I love the elevator authority because a lot of things like this don't have that kind of punch with your elevator. I mean, it is really awesome to see it go. Watch this, full throttle, crank it, 3, 2, 1. Just straight up like it's nothing. Very cool. The box maneuvers you can pull off on this are probably unintentional. But look at that. I mean, the 90-degree angles in the air. Very cool.
You gonna do some touch and goes?
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Don't forget your landing gear.
I apologize, my allergies and all that is just horrible right now.
Landing gear.
Yeah, landing gear down. Actually, landing gear up. They drop down really quickly, so watch this.
Make sure they're lower.
They're down. Fast, no flaps, no flaps. Oh.
Jeez.
That was wild. Little gust of wind there. Landing gear's still good. Let's do half flaps right there. So half flaps are down right now. I have a horrible, horrible cross breeze, horrible. Landing gear down. That was pretty forgiving. Made me look like a better pilot. Landing gear up, flaps up. Do my best to edit those coughs out. We'll try it this way. Still a cross breeze either way. No flaps. Boy, the flaps make a big difference, Abby. They really do. Big difference.
Oh, one bounce on that one.
Yeah, I had a little bounce. I was really fast though. Nice. Okay, let's try it one more time. Left to right. We're gonna go flaps on right there. 0 throttle. Drop that speed. Landing gear down. Oh yeah, so nice. So nice. Landing gear up. Flaps up. Sweet airplane. Just fun to fly. It's very forgiving at slower speeds, and you don't get that a lot on EDFs. Just a wild ability to make me look like a better pilot. Oh, man, I love that. Just yanking the elevator on this is super cool. I wonder how it would do. It's not gonna hover, but I want to know how it would do in more of a high alpha situation. Probably not great under my control, but with that elevator authority. Yeah, I don't know if that's wind pushing me back that way. Okay, we're kind of getting it. It definitely falls heavy, so you got to be careful. That's why I did that higher. Okay, I got some wind. So let's see what we can do. Nah, it just wants to kind of roll out of it with that wind. I don't know. A skilled person could probably pull off a little bit of that, and I would want to push the battery back some too. It's pretty forward. And that's a heavy battery in there, so it's fighting a lot. Let's get some low banks here. This always makes me feel alive, Abby. Just full throttle and cranking it around. Yep. All right, time to land, says the battery. So, landing gear down. We'll hit the flaps about there. That way you can get a feel for that lift. I always like to bring it pretty far down, as you guys can see. Wouldn't have to go that far down. Definitely wouldn't have to go that far down with my flaps. So used to flying EDFs that require eating up that full runway. That was nice.
Wow.
Yeah. That was nice. Abby says, wow, that's a pretty good landing. Okay, yeah, beautiful airplane, fun to fly. We actually ate up the whole battery that time. What was the flight time, Abby?
Almost 7 minutes.
Yeah, good, perfect. That's kind of what I predicted on the last one. That shock on that front and those back two wheels, that makes a world of a difference on this. That is a really nice airplane. I landed at a pretty high variety of speeds on purpose. I wanted to come in really hot, I wanted to come in really slow, because I think that's where this airplane shines. When we fly EDFs, what's one of the hardest things, most nerve-wracking things? It's the landing, of course. And so this airplane, being a pretty high-end airplane, takes a lot of that worry away with that wider wing to really allow you to slow it down just with that alone. That's where the Habu shines. You get a lot of lift out of that wing at lower speeds. But then with the ability to hit these flaps, and look at this, even just half flaps right out of the box, I didn't change anything. That's where they want half flaps, which is like 45 degrees or beyond. And full flaps, 90 degrees. And a person would think that is crazy, but those are kind of like air brakes. You still have a lot of lift, and you're not getting so much drag that you just fall out of the sky. And when we fly things like our Viper, Abby and I call that spaceship mode, because when you're coming into land and you get the front profile of that airplane and those flaps come down, it looks like thrusters that are on like a spaceship, like a Harrier that's coming in to land, right? So very cool that we are now flying an 80mm EDF that is as forgiving as this one is. Again, the bright yellow makes it very beginner-esque, beginner-friendly, okay? I'm not saying that a person should run out and fly this as their very first airplane. I said it in the maiden flight, but you could step up into the 80mm world very easily with this. And they give you some extra bells and whistles that are nice, like the lights and the way the lights function, where you have the different set of lights based on whether the landing gear are up or down. I think, I'm not saying they're the first to do that, but I am very confident, but I could be wrong, in saying that this is the first EDF that I've owned, or at least have noticed, doing that. Different lights based on landing gear up or down. Very cool. I think the flight on that and those touch and goes kind of speak for itself. I don't know if there's a lot more that I could say about this to convince you whether you're on the fence or not. It's really entirely up to you. If you are on the fence, let's have a conversation in the comments. Maybe this is the next EDF for you. Maybe you are just now getting into flying. I'd be happy to talk to you and make a recommendation in the comments below. One thing I will recommend, whether you're brand new to flying or you've been flying for years, I strongly encourage everyone to fly with AMA. It's the Academy of Model Aeronautics. They are primarily insurance for those of us that fly, but they also represent us, the hobbyists, against the FAA and all the crazy rules and regulations that they want to implement on us while flying foam toys, which just is crazy to me. I'm grateful for the AMA doing what they do for the measly amount of money that they take from us every year for our membership. So if you like flying stuff and you want to keep flying and protect our hobby, I encourage you to sign up. We have them linked in the description box below. About the cost of a battery for this jet, and you're insured for the whole year. So AMA, definitely a huge plus. Also, guys, I want to say a massive thanks to God for blessing us with this day to jump in front of the camera and share this moment, this opportunity and experience with you. It's been pretty rough weather the last couple of months and hard to find opportunities to get out here and fly. I know a lot of you guys have been feeling that too. Abby, I just noticed there's a light on the front landing gear. Do you see that? They got the wire down there. I didn't see it either. We got to fly this at like almost nighttime. This is such a cool thing. But a massive thanks to God just for the day in general, life in general. We're so grateful. Hope you guys are having an awesome, blessed day as well. Last but certainly not least, I want to say a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your insanely awesome support. If you missed the maiden flight of this, I think you guys should definitely check it out. That video is popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there. Bye.